Sitting in my room, waiting for the afternoon so I can finally tune in with my friends. Talk about good times, music, laughs, and easy vibes. You can share whatever's on your mind. 'Cause we're just misfits, regardless of your distance. You can always find a place called home on Misfits Radio.
Dope. Yeah. Chef Zo. MP80. Truth himself.
Yeah. Chillin' with my misfits. Feeling so different. Chillin' with my misfits. Feeling so different. If you with it, come get it. Need you to listen. We gon' come with it. We gon' come with it. Hey, DJ Lab on the ones and twos. Mix a lot, you know just how we do. 316 and we in this mix. Though Snyder, you know we poppin' too. Find my nose so it's out of yo. Ain't no need for that chop screw. Chillin' with my misfits. Yeah, dope licks, you know how we do.
Chillin' with the host, Miss Live. DJ Lab playing the shit that's hot. Slick, I was ready to pop off T. Even it, what you got? Don't Snyder, the one with logic. Misfit Radio high. Misfit Radio is the highest.
Tuned in, don't try to tune me out. Hello, Cool J, I'm in the house. It's all good when I'm chillin' with Misfit on the couch. DJ in the lab, mixing a lot. You roll 2 chicks today. Don't Snyder, you ain't tryna spin my hits, so I bother. Double rotation. Got a song in a blood and rotation. Because I'm fucking with the hottest station to ever do it on the internet. 8316, they ain't ready yet. I spit 316 as to the murder. Already know it's me, don't need to ask the juror. Crossing over like T-Mac. Got a lot like T-Mac. Dope lyrics, yeah, they need that. Misfit Radio, where we be at.
Hottest radio station alive. Westside Misfit Radio. Shout out to DJ Lab. We put this one together.
Yeah. Welcome, Westside Misfits. I am internationally known DJ Lab. If you don't know me, you're not international, you're domestic. And of course, I have my gracious and humble, beautiful co-host,
K Lady 17. How y'all doing today?
Y'all may hear the fans because it's hot down here. This basement don't have no, or this dungeon don't have no air conditioning. It's so we can make sure you really want it. Because if you stay down here in this hotness, you really want this thing. So anyway, we back again, Westside Misfits Radio. We got Slick 316 in the building. Miss Law to be back. She got some stuff to take care of. So, she always in the building as well. Thank y'all for tuning in. So what's going on, K-Lady? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I didn't do too much. Since I didn't show up last Sunday, I was like, I'm going to stay in the house this Saturday. I got some rest, so I was like, I got to show up this Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Last Saturday, I didn't come in the house till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
I heard you was in them streets.
Yeah, I was in them streets. I was almost in the streets again last night, but I started cleaning up, and then I laid down, and the bed took over.
Jesus took the wheel.
Yeah.
Jesus took the wheel. Knew you knew better than to be out in the streets.
Yeah, and it was hot yesterday too.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know why people want to be outside in that heat, man. We tropical people, but we can still get heat stroke.
Yeah, my mama had heat exhaustion Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
She in them streets with you, trying to
run
the streets with you.
She goes walking in the morning. She went walking later than she normally goes.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
Wasn't good.
Dang
it. Well, we gonna keep our prayers up for your mama.
Yeah, so
she should get better by the time we get on this cruise.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be hot on that
time. We gonna be drunk. We ain't gonna feel no heat. No heat whatsoever. I need you to pull that mic close to you just a little bit.
Pull it closer?
Just a little, yeah. Look closer. Yeah. YouTube is up, Slick. I don't know what you're saying. Maybe one of them's not, but the other one is. Sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes they give it to them, sometimes they don't. But anyway, so what's on your mind today? Okay.
So the first topic I want to talk about is the hot topic in the streets is KeKe Palmer and Darius.
Okay.
So I have some mixed feelings on the whole outfit thing.
Okay.
So, my first thought process when I heard about it, when I seen it, because I follow KeKe and I follow Usher, so I saw the post before I even seen her in the whole atmosphere.
Okay.
Before I even seen Darius' tweet post thing.
Okay.
So when I seen the outfit, I was like, I said, she trying to get some attention.
Okay.
That was my first thought process.
Okay.
It was cute in the front, but she didn't have to do all the turnaround and dancing on him and all that kind of stuff. And you see him looking at her ass and like, I don't even know if it was the shock that she had it on, or if it was like, damn, that's nice. I don't know which one of those looks Usher had on his face, but Usher had a look.
He might have been just acting. You know, he might be acting excited or whatever, because that's part of the show.
Yeah, I don't know, because when she turned around, you could see, I don't think he thought that outfit was like that, because the front was like a bodice. I know you saw it.
No, I didn't see it, actually.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh,
so
okay.
Describe it to us who have not seen it.
Okay, so the dress was all black,
Okay.
and the front was like how mine is. It's the front, and it's like a bodysuit in the front.
Okay.
And then in the back, it was a thong.
That's it?
And then the dress was sheer. The bottom part was sheer. The bodice part, the bodysuit was a thong, but it was a dress. So her cheeks was out. So from the front, you couldn't tell her cheeks was out.
Okay.
So when she turned around and started dancing on him, it was like, I don't know if he had the look of, damn, you got the zone, or damn, that's what you do. It was like, you could tell he had a look, but I don't know which one of them looks. Something.
Let's put it in the middle, because amazement can cover both sides.
Yeah.
So you say she thought it was cute. She said she was showing that post-baby body.
She was, but for me, KeKe is one of them people where she be going for the attention, but then get mad when she get the attention. KeKe is one of them people that go throw the stone and then go hide behind it.
Okay.
If you really follow her, she's one of those type of people. So she always get the attention, then get mad when she gets the damn attention.
So she don't want it once she gets it.
Right. So, but when I seen the post, I was like, okay, that's cool. She don't got her body in shape, whatever. But then when Darius came back with the tweet, I was like, how he didn't know what she had on.
Yeah, why he didn't check when she walked out the house?
I was like, you know, most of the time, us girls, we gonna send our nigga a picture. If he ain't there, we gonna send you a shot of what we got on. But I thought they lived together, which I was correct. They do live together.
Well, maybe she spent the night at the hotel.
No, he seen what she had on because he had the baby. He saw what she had on.
Okay. So what's the problem?
So that's where I came into play. I was like, so what's the problem? What's the problem? One, insecurity on your side.
Okay.
And you trying to make it about the outfit?
Okay.
Or two, was it all a ploy? Because she had a whole event this weekend that you had to buy tickets to, and was it a ploy to get people to go buy tickets? But then everybody else was like, this is why you don't date down. But I was like, he's a model, so I didn't know she was dating down. Yeah, he ain't got her kind of money, but I didn't think he was broke.
She got her kind of money. I don't think it had anything to do with outfit. I think it was more him dancing, she dancing on Usher.
It was insecurity.
Yeah, I mean, no nigga want that woman with her ass cheeks out dancing on another nigga. I don't care who he is. That's just why I'm just keeping it 100%.
But he made it about the outfit.
Yeah, he should have just said, hey, you got your ass out. You don't need to be dancing on another nigga dick with your ass out.
He shouldn't have said anything on Twitter, period.
Slick said she just was booty shaking on the wall upside down. So she was sat on handstand booty shaking.
She always doing some shit. She always doing some shit on social media. Like KeKe always doing some shit.
Well, I don't know. If he a model, and if he young, and once he know, he ain't gonna be able to control women what they do. They gonna do it regardless. I don't know why he put it on Twitter. He should have just talked to her when she got home.
Right,
or
and
text her.
That's what everybody else was saying. Like everybody else was saying, why did he take it to Twitter?
Right.
Like,
why did you need to take it to Twitter?
So that's when I came in. Was this a ploy on both of their side? Because
to get some attention.
Because she came back and was like, if you're gonna act up, then I'm gonna link up with this whole little song. that she did.
Oh, so the song says if you gonna act up, I'm gonna link up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been a publicity stunt.
So then I came back. I was like, okay, I wonder was this a whole little ploy, but he didn't realize he was gonna get ate up as much as he did, because they even brought his brother into it. His brother was like, what the fuck I gotta do with this shit?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
So
I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like people. But she always got her ass out. She always doing some shit.
But if he saw the outfit before she left, that was the time to say, hey, babe, I don't know about that outfit. Your ass is out and you're a mama. You know, let's tone it down. So now, if she was to say, fuck you, I'm going to wear what I want to wear because I'm a grown woman and I do what I want to do, and then went out, then he'd be like, no, I told this motherfucker not to wear this outfit out. Before she left, she decided to wear it anyway because she grown, blah, blah. And if he said that on Twitter, I think his response would have been different. Because he told her before he left, don't wear that. And she chose to wear it anyway, and she knew he had a problem with it before she left. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that would have been a different story. But since he knew, well, I don't know, he may have said something to her. We don't know if he said something to her or not before she left. He might have forgot to put that part in there.
I just feel like,
women get the big head, and they, you know what I'm saying, they grown, they think they can do what they want to do, and if you try to give them a suggestion or tell them, look, I don't like that outfit, first thing they're going to do is say what you said. Oh, that's insecure. You just being insecure. But then I got to watch you dancing butt cheek naked on another nigga, so I don't know.
Yeah, so I just feel like the whole thing was crazy, and I'm surprised as long as it has went on, and then how people are saying she shouldn't date down. I was like, because they was like, didn't nobody know who he was? I was like, but he was, just because you didn't know who he was,
don't mean nobody knew who he was.
Right, he was a model. That's how they met.
There's a lot of models that you don't know who they was making millions of dollars.
Right.
I mean,
so, like, he wasn't no childhood star and shit,
right.
But she didn't want to date anybody that was like well known in the industry because she didn't want. I think she got control issues. I think she want a man that she could probably boss around a little bit,
control just a little bit,
and have that money power thing over them.
That could be the case.
I think that's so she can do what the fuck she did.
Want to do right?
And said, if you gonna act up, then I'ma link up type shit. She want to be able.
That sound like some ghetto ass motherfucker say though. Like, just because I'm having a problem with what you doing and how you doing it, don't mean that gives you the right to say I'm finna go cheat or do whatever. Come on. But I think it was a publicity stunt for the song.
Yeah, so that's what I said. I think after it all played out, I was like, I think this was
part of publicity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she got a song that's saying that, and he just made the issue on social media. Then that's all. I think it's all part of publicity.
But he
I think
probably
they're trying to get that song cranked.
And he probably didn't realize it was gonna go as far as it did. He
may have realized it and didn't care. As long as bad publicity is publicity regardless.
Yeah, I hate that term. Bad publicity is good publicity. Any publicity.
If they talking about you, well, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, some publicity ain't good publicity.
I agree with you, but some people don't think like that. I mean, you got to think about this entertainment, you know.
Yeah, because it helped her, but it tarnished him.
Right, but he's a model. You don't know. You didn't know him then. You probably know him a little bit better now, but you don't know him. He's still gonna get his model and stuff because they don't care about that part.
No.
They care about if you can fit in this outfit, how you look walking down the runway. They don't care about what you're saying on social media as far as that's concerned. So it's not hurting him any really, maybe in the public eye, and it's helping her, which is what she wanted to do.
Right.
So he made a big deal out of something that's gonna help her sell her record better.
Yeah. And whatever event she had going on this weekend.
Whatever event she had going on this weekend, he helped her promote it.
Yep.
We're going to say that. Because you're just supposed to say when you leave the house, like, I don't like that, man. All your ass cheeks out, like, that's what you going to wear? Hell yeah. You know how y'all are.
Hey.
You know how y'all get.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So we're going to say that was a promotion stunt, and then nothing come up. Yep. What's our next thing on the next?
All right, so my next thing is the Harvard and this affirmative action.
Okay.
Well, Harvard and what was it, North Carolina State that took it, and now the affirmative action is gone across the board for all colleges.
Yeah, I think the guy who did the affirmative action for Harvard and North Carolina actually just sent letters to the medical schools and the lawyer schools, told them they need to stop doing affirmative action for those entries too. So the person who's doing it is he used to be Donald Trump's chief of staff, which is Stephen Miller. You know, he's pretty much a racist anyway, allegedly, but true.
Right.
He's a racist anyway, allegedly, but true. But he don't want admissions in no school, no nothing, no as far as race is concerned. He really wants to set us back to 1946. If you ever seen the guy, you can tell that he is definitely. And
I was surprised they actually went for this shit though.
Oh yeah, they gonna go for it. I mean, think about who's on the Supreme Court. Come on now.
Oh yeah, the Trump pointed most of them motherfuckers up there.
So, I mean,
but the legacy is what is holding people back. It ain't the affirmative action. How many motherfuckers really want to go to Harvard and North Carolina? I mean,
and that was just a stepping stone to get rid of it out of all colleges. You get what I'm saying? That was just a stepping stone to get rid of it out of all colleges. It doesn't necessarily mean those people wanted to go to Harvard or whatever. They just wanted to get rid of. They wanted to get that started. So
but
the rest
it's
of
the legacy.
It's
the legacy.
Well, they suing for that now.
Yeah, because they said now we, the people of color, are now saying, okay, so now you don't got rid of affirmative action. Y'all need to get rid of these legacy.
They're not gonna do that though.
The legacy is what holds more people back from getting in than the affirmative action.
They're not gonna do that. You know why? Because legacies also give money to these schools, which is part of their endowment. They're gonna fight that tooth and nail to get rid of that. And most legacies are white folks anyway, so they're not gonna fight against that. They don't care about that part. They only care about blacks and minorities getting into school on affirmative action. They don't care about the white folks getting in because their daddy went there, or their sister knows somebody that went there, or their daddy give them a library and they get in. They don't care about that part. They only care about us getting in. It's not about setting them back, it's about setting us back. Get what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but us ain't running to most of these predominantly white colleges anyway.
I think it should open our eyes to just put more money into our HBCUs and go to HBCUs. All of us, not just a few of us. All of us need to go to HBCUs.
But shit, the HBCUs, when you come around to them, they be stealing the money in the damn top.
Not all the time. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut that out.
Yeah.
We're not going to perpetuate that stereotype.
If we gonna speak it, we gotta tell the truth across the board.
I don't think that's all of them. Morris Brown did it maybe, but I don't think all of them do it.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, we're not going to let you do that.
Why?
Because I'm not going to let you do that. We're not doing that on Misfits Radio TV.
Okay, well, I'm going to speak the truth. We're going to tell the truth across the board.
So how many of them do you think are still...
Are mismanaging the money?
Let's say mismanaging. Let's not say stealing.
I say mismanaging. I'm going to correct it.
Okay, we're going to say mismanaging. I like that better.
Mismanaging the funds.
Okay, mismanaging.
So I would say probably about 50% of them are mismanaging the funds.
I don't know.
Yes, because you have a lot of them that has received money back from to which, like the other people have come back and give money. Look at Howard. Look at how many celebrities have come from Howard University alone.
Right.
But look how bad Howard is. Howard gives a good education, but when it comes to everything else that Howard does, like most of the people can't get housing at Howard. It's bad.
But their endowment is not as big as Harvard's. Like Harvard has billions and billions of dollars of endowment, which comes from legacy, which comes from other things. Howard doesn't have that.
I understand when we're talking about the endowment, but I'm talking about the money that they do get, the tuition that they do charge
to maintain the school.
Because you know why? The who's that head man? Who we calling him? The dean, not the dean. The president.
The president of the college.
The president of the college making about $3 million to $4 million.
But they do that at all colleges.
But I'm just saying, HBCUs need to bring it down some. This is what
let me ask you a question.
This is what the football player was talking about, and this is why he left. What's his name? The one that got to get his feet or something.
I got what you're talking about. Deion Sanders.
Yes, this is the same thing that he was talking about, and everybody got mad at him. But he was saying he was giving the money to the football program, and it still wasn't doing what he was saying they needed because the school was mismanaging the funds.
Okay, I get that, but I'm just saying though, we can't go with the pay because all colleges make, some college deans and presidents make more than that.
But they got, like you said, they got the endowment to make it.
So we need the endowments.
No, you need to drop the funds.
Well, I mean, can I ask you a question? Why?
Until you can get the endowment, until you can get what you need, you got to sacrifice.
Okay, well, I think more of us need to go to the schools, and then we will have the endowment.
You know why more of us don't go to them schools?
Well, you can't have it. That's, I guess my question, I guess my problem is, you can't have it. You can't have a great school with great buildings and great living quarters and all that stuff if you don't have any money to maintain it. If we're not going there to give them the money to do what they need to make the schools better, they can't make them better. They don't already sprung up better.
But they getting the money off of tuition. They getting money from tuition. They're getting money. So and most some HBCUs are state funded, and then the other ones are private. Some HBCUs are state funded. So like Fort Valley State University is an HBCU, but it's a state funded college as well. Okay. So I'm gonna throw that one out there because I know for sure that one is.
Okay.
So it's a state funded university. That's the only college that as I know years ago when my oldest went there, was the only one in the state of Georgia that did engineering.
Okay.
So it got state funded from the state for doing the engineering, and you was state funded. But the school itself was horrible.
Okay.
The financial aid people didn't do their job.
Okay.
But
you're talking about one of them.
No, but I'm giving you an example. I'm giving you an example of a school that I physically know. So you want to know? I'm telling you what I know. You said tell you what I know, so I'm telling you what I know.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is an HBCU. It was one of the first HBCUs in the state of Georgia.
Okay.
Because it was an all-woman school, then it transferred over.
Okay.
So it's an HBCU. Most of the dorms there have not been updated. They have just recently started updating them.
Okay.
They had just built a new one. So you getting the tuition from the students. Mm-hmm. You getting state funding from the tuition. They did have an endowment. No, it's not like a Harvard or a Yale endowment,
right.
But they do have endowments. Okay. They do have alumni coming back and putting money into the school, but you not doing anything with the money. The school is in the middle of the hood. They're not stopping anybody from coming on the campus. They're breaking in the kids' cars. They were stealing from the stuff. The guards weren't guarding.
Okay.
The lunch cafeteria stuff wasn't the best.
Okay.
So this is stuff that I'm telling you which is happening. The sports programs were horrible.
Okay. I'm listening.
So the money you charging for the people to attend the sports, you're not necessarily putting it back into the program.
Okay. So, I guess my question is HBCUs are not the only ones that have that issue, though. You have a lot of other colleges that do the same things, that have to go through the same problems.
But we talking about HBCUs.
Yeah, but we can't just put they need to. A lot of colleges go through the same things. I think a lot of times.
No, they don't.
Especially when the sports program, there be money issues with the sports program.
So they
don't get sports programs like Alabama and all those other schools that Mississippi. All them schools are big on sports programs, and they have a lot of money that goes into those sports programs because that's what they do. That's what they're known for. That's why they coaches can make $8 to $10 million a year.
But they take care of the coaches, but they don't take care of those players. So we want to talk about that. They don't take care of them players
either. Across the board too.
But okay, so we're gonna go with the.
I just don't want the stereotypical thing about HBCUs to be put out without saying the same thing that it happens across the board. And I get you. The HBCUs do need to work on a lot of things on their campuses.
They do.
And they do need to have better management and presence of these schools.
They do. So
if not, Morris Brown wouldn't be shut down.
But when my homegirls, her daughter went to Howard, and when she went there, they couldn't get a room. So you sending kids here, the same thing is happening in Albany State.
Okay.
So you paying for these rooms and you can't get a room. But then the same thing is also, so I'm gonna say, is happening at Georgia State.
Mm-hmm.
But we know Georgia State don't really have dorms per se, because they got these apartments they got scattered out through downtown.
Yeah, through Midtown and all
Yeah.
that. Right.
So I understand the same thing, but Albany State is right there.
Mm-hmm.
So you have these people, and then you telling them they coming out of state. You telling them they getting these dorms, and you putting 4 and 6 people in a dorm.
Right.
You know, dorm rooms ain't that big as it is.
No, I know. When I was, they wasn't big.
So you doing the same thing up in Howard.
Mm-hmm.
You putting 4 and 6 people up in a dorm. That's not that big. Georgia State just tell you, we can't find one, and we're gonna have to put you somewhere else if you're coming from out of state. They're making alternative solutions. They putting you in these rooms and stack y'all up on like mice. You bringing clothes, where your clothes going?
Right, like prisoners.
Right.
I get that part. Now that's a little bit inappropriate. They should rent apartments out like Georgia State does.
And so my son, he went to a PWI in Montgomery.
Okay.
So they're having an endowment. They have the money. So instead of them giving like sports scholarship, they gave it in the academic scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
They like, as long as you met a certain criteria, the majority of all their students got some type of scholarship money.
Okay.
And I appreciated that from them because,
Right.
but you can't get the same thing from an HBCU.
Okay.
I
I did go to HBCU for 6 months, but I had a culture shock when I moved here, so I had to go back to Chicago. But
a HBCU is not giving out that kind of money.
But they don't have it to give, though. That's what I'm trying to get us to understand. I get what you're saying. I understand.
But everybody is not
100%.
making those grades. So with his school, you had to have a certain GPA and you had to have a certain test score in order to get the scholarship. So you can either get half of your tuition, all of your tuition, half of your tuition, or 1/4 of your tuition, or maybe like $1,000.
Okay.
HBCUs can do the same thing.
But are they capable of? Can they afford to?
Everybody is not, but some are. Just like it's the school that's up in Maryland.
Okay.
That the one that the man that's over New Birth. I don't know his name. Jamal.
Hampton.
What's the pastor name? Jamal somebody.
Okay. Was it Hampton? Hampton's in Virginia.
No, it's not Hampton. This is a small. I didn't even know this school was a HBCU.
Okay.
But it's a HBCU school
In Maryland.
In Maryland.
Okay. I'm looking at it so we know
they were offering tuition for people to come, free tuition for people to come, because nobody is going to the school.
Okay.
But it's a little bitty school up in, I want to say Maryland. It's either in Maryland or Virginia. It's one of those schools.
Okay.
And so he had talked about it at his church to tell people they have kids coming out to go. The only problem with that college, because I looked it up for my daughter, I'm like, shit, if I could send her up there and get a whole free tuition, because they were paying for everything, room, board, meal, everything. But they don't have enough, what is it, when you want, they didn't have enough degrees.
Okay, so it's a Morgan State?
Was it Morgan State?
I'm actually, it's Morgan State is one. 9,000 students, small school, I guess.
I don't think it was Morgan State.
Let's see.
Hey, Slick, look up the school that Jamal was talking about for kids to go to.
Okay.
It was somewhere up in the Northeast.
I'm trying to see. Bowen State, Morgan State, University of Maryland, Eastern Shore.
I think it was that one.
University of Maryland, Eastern Shore?
I think it was that one.
Okay. There's only 4 in Maryland. Bowen State, Morgan State, University of Maryland, Eastern Shore, and Coppin State.
I think it was Maryland, Eastern Shore.
Okay. Well, they call Maryland the Free State. Like they say it's the free. It's the Maryland, 4 HBCUs in Maryland nicknamed the Free State. Houses for American HBCUs according to United Negro College Fund. They say they giving away free college tuition and stuff up there.
So So Maryland, that school, they was giving away everything though.
Right.
The tuition, the room and board, the meal plan, they was everything.
Okay.
Because they're not having enough kids coming to the school.
Right.
But when I looked it up, they don't have enough degrees.
Okay. Yeah, they don't have enough covering. They're like, no master's degree, no engineering programs, nothing
Right.
like that. Okay.
They have like basic degrees, like a business degree, a math degree. They didn't have enough degrees, so I could see why that would be a hindrance for them to get kids to come. Because
I agree. Because we go for the degree. When we all go to college, we want to go for that certain degree we want.
right. So I was like, shit, they had a nursing degree. Her ass was going to Maryland.
Right.
But she was like, I ain't going to Maryland, girl.
For free?
You going to Maryland. But yeah, they didn't have it. And my director, she's from up there, and I asked her about the school, and she said it's a real small campus. And she said it's a nice college, but it's a small campus. And she said, but most people, they don't, when I looked it up, they didn't have a lot of degrees. So I said, I can see why that's a hindrance to them. They had just like the basic.
And that's another problem. They need to offer more degree programs. When you go to college, you want to get the most degrees you can, have the most choices you can, because people switch majors in college. Like when I first went to college, I went for engineering. When I saw the math, I changed majors.
My son, he wanted to go to engineering, but he was finding that it was so many limited schools that had engineering programs.
Right.
He ended up just when the school in Alabama was giving him academic scholarship,
Right.
he just went for business.
Right.
But yeah, engineering is especially since they don't start putting STEMs in school, a lot of kids are wanting to go for engineering, but engineering is a very hard thing to go to because you only have Georgia Tech here.
Right.
And then you got Fort Valley. So you got Georgia Tech and Fort Valley.
Right.
Downtown, that's gonna be very hard to get in or go to the hood. I'm just saying.
So let me ask you a question on the affirmative action. Let's go back to the affirmative action. I think it helped us, but I think a lot of black folks don't want to go to school on affirmative action, to be honest with you. I just believe that it's looked at negatively.
And a lot of people really didn't go to school on affirmative action.
Right.
A lot of the ones that maybe did was ones that maybe went to Yale or Harvard or something like that, because they really was trying to get into those schools. Like, they really had the grades. Like, they probably really had the grades. They really had the thing. So it was based on this white person having the grades or a lower standard grade and this black person. That's basically what it was.
Right.
It wasn't like you pulled me in because I had a 1.5 GPA.
Right.
So
that's the narrative they're trying to say, that the people who coming in affirmative action are not quality students. But that's not true. You still got to have the grade to get into school. You can't get into school, especially black folks. You can't get into school with, like you said, with a 1.8 GPA and expect to get into Harvard. That's not going to work that way. You got to have the grade.
They weren't even looking at your application.
A lot of times, what people don't fail to realize is that what they were doing with the affirmative action, if this person has a 4.0 GPA and this white person has a 4.0 GPA, they're going to say, well, we have 1,762,000 white folks, we got 3 blacks.
Right.
Let's add one more black person. Right. That's all they were doing, but they still had to have the grade. See, the misconception is that these news agencies, Fox News and all these places are trying to make the assumption that the people getting into schools were not quality students. Even the Supreme Court judge, what's his name? Clarence Thomas. He was a good student. He got in on affirmative action, but he had the grade. Even though he voted against it because he was saying it made him feel a certain type of way, but he got into Harvard because he had the grade. They recruited him because he had the grade. They're not going to go to the hood and get somebody with a 0.1 GPA and bring them to Harvard. That's not going to happen.
Right. And then there's a news anchor lady that's on CNN, the black lady that does at nighttime, Joy Reid. She got in on affirmative action. She was like, but she still had the grades.
Right. She said that they came to her. She didn't go to them.
Right. So
I mean, they make the misconception that kids with not great grades are getting into these schools on affirmative action, and that's just not the case.
Right.
That's just not the case. You got to have the grade. they have several steps when you get into college, as you know. You got to take a test. You got to do this. You got to do community service. There's so many steps to getting into college to make your resume look better for college that it's just not affirmative action that's just going to get you in. It's a lot of other things that you have to do in order to get into college. And for us, it's a lot more other things. I think it's just a sad case that people fall for this crap so easily. Like, all the black folks are getting in school because we're dumb. That's just not the case.
Right.
That's not the case. You still got to have the grades.
So we done lost affirmative action and we done lost abortion rights. Goddamn, we finna be in chains and shackles in a minute.
They working on it. They gonna call it something else. Indentured servitude or something. They working on it. Trust me. They working on it. They gonna say they're not, but they are. It's gonna be secret. So what's our next issue we got going on?
The mayor of South Fulton.
Oh yeah, we talked about it a little bit on the earlier show with Talk That Shit TV. Yeah, he got arrested, huh? What did he get arrested? I heard it was burglary and something else, trespassing. Well, I mean, what was the concept of what was he burglarizing?
So they haven't came out and said what he was burglarizing. I'ma just take a stab at it. Allegedly, probably a woman house. That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking he was at a woman house because he was cheesing way too motherfucking hard on that on his mugshot. So, and with it being the time of day it was, I'm gonna go with he was at a woman's house. I think he's at a woman's house. She wouldn't let him in. Or he could have been at somebody else's house. Because they didn't want to tell what he got arrested for. They just want to say he got arrested. They just said he got arrested. ATL Scoop went and they went to and figured out what the charges were. And that's how we found out the charges. But when they were just released and said he was arrested, they wouldn't never say what he was arrested for. Okay. So, but when I found out, ATL Scoop went and they went to go look them charges up. So nobody would say what he was arrested for. But that's what I'm gonna go with. My issue is he looked like he probably had been drinking and probably did too much. Maybe him and whoever were no longer together or broke up or whatever the case may be. I think he probably crossed the line. But he know they want him out. So he need to go sit his ass the fuck down. Yeah. If you know they already want you out, don't do nothing to let them get you out. Yeah. Because now they're going to say if he gets convicted, well, convicted fella can't be the mayor. They probably going to say just because he got charged, he can't be the mayor. Yeah. I don't know the whole story about what's going on over there. I don't know why they want him out so bad. Don't nobody know why they want him out. It's like, I don't know. It's like he's a young black man. Ain't all the people on the board over there black? And there's only like 2 people that support him. But I'm like, shit, y'all went and got him. Y'all voted him in. But now all of a sudden, it's like, now y'all don't want him. It's like, is he doing too good? Oh, y'all thought he was going to be handpicked and do what y'all want him to do? That's what it probably is. They thought he was just going to do what they wanted him to do. Because he was young. They didn't think he knew what was going on. So they thought they could just slide stuff across him in front of him. He just signed off on it. Well, he probably checking things. Yeah, and he like really for the city. He really is trying to do right by the city. And because, you know, the city is new. The city only been there, what, two years? I think the city's only been the city, 2 years officially. Right. And so he's really been trying to do right by the city and trying to make sure they come up and do what they need to do and try to get them the help they need, and they're fighting him on it. So, goddamn Saucer, yeah, we went to HBCUs, and you asked me the question. Yeah, we went. Okay. I didn't. You didn't go to HBCU? What you went to? I went to PWI. Okay. Because I wanted to go, but it was like pulling teeth for me to try to, it was like trying to get in, trying to get my financial aid. I was like, fuck this. Too many hurdles. It was too many hurdles. Okay. Well, hey, and we all have our reasons. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, never mind, I'm going to go over here to the across the street. Okay. Where they just going to let me in. Okay. Well, I went to Morehouse. This K lady said she went to a PWI, so.
there you have it. Anyway.
Yeah, so I don't know why they've been fighting him so hard, but I'm gonna go with probably because he doing what he trying to do right by the city. He trying not to get it so corrupted because they only 2 years in.
Right.
And so they he really has to fight hard to get funding for them, funding for the medical services and stuff like that. So he really takes a pride in what he does, and
they want him to be corrupt. I don't get why we fight so hard against ourselves. Like that's just crazy to me. Like it's retarded that we would fight so hard against ourselves. If he does a bad job in office, that's what voting him in and out is for. Just wait till his time is up and vote him out and get somebody else in there who y'all can he can do whatever, be able to do what y'all want him to do.
Yeah, it's like they haven't, it even goes so far like the medical service, like they won't give him the money he needs to get the supplies.
Ambulance and stuff like that.
Yeah, so Grady has to come and do the ambulance, and that's why he made it a thing that all the firefighters had to be EMT certified, because they were having an issue with, once they closed down all the hospitals,
right,
they were having a problem with trying to get the citizens service.
Okay.
Because, you have to wait on Grady to come, and you saw Fulton is here.
Right.
Grady ambulance.
Way over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he made it a thing, and now it's a thing, and trying to get them certifications. They don't have no ambulance. They don't have all the services they need. They can't finish getting their training done. It's because they won't get them the funding. It's like a thing after a thing after a thing that he's been trying to do for them, and they won't give it to him.
Well, maybe he was stressed out. He needed some loving, and she wasn't giving him no loving. He knocked down the door or something. I don't know. There's a lot more to the story than what they saying. Well, I think what's happening is they're not saying what he did, because if they say what he did, it may be us. We be like, man, that ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? But if they just say he was arrested and leave it at that, oh, he was arrested. You know how the story starts spreading.
Yeah.
By the time we get back around to him, he done murdered somebody. You get what I'm saying?
And then for it to be like a burglary charge, did he actually enter the premises, or was he just at the door?
Right. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it's sometimes, and then they say trespassing, so he could have went into a gate or somewhere.
Right.
It'd be trespass, to be honest with you. So. I know you leave a story lingering out there long enough, it'll become something, and that's what they're doing.
And that's what they're
letting it linger out there long enough so it could become a problem when it's probably not even a problem.
Yeah, because he was cheesing hard on that goddamn mugshot. He I was like, God damn. He happy to take that picture.
Right, because he probably thinking to himself, I'm gonna get him with this one. Anyway, what else we got going on?
So Yale has a prison initiative project that they help. They do stuff in the community, and then they also help the Connecticut prison inmates get GEDs and go as far as getting college degrees. So the first 7 inmates graduated last month.
Okay.
With their bachelor's degrees, and if they're soon, they have a fellowship program at Yale that they can apply to if they're close to being released, but it's not a re-entry process.
It's not.
Yeah, so they just get them the degree, but they're not helping them into re-entry.
Okay.
So I like the concept, but they need to take it a little bit further and help them be re-entered. Because what they gonna do with this degree?
Right, they can't get hired anywhere.
And they can't get hired nowhere.
Right, I get what you're saying, but they want to. I think, they need to do something to get them to re-enter society, the job program and stuff like that, job and interviewing and all that. A lot of times it'd be more of, we did this part, it's on you to do that part. You know what I'm saying? We want to look good, but we don't want to really do everything.
So the program was started by some students who were trying to learn more about the incarceration system. And then they was like, well, let's take it here and let's go talk to them and let's help them get GEDs. And then they took it as far as okay, let's talk to Yale and let's see if we can help them get their college degree. So it was some students at Yale that started this project.
Okay.
And then it don't went as far as that. The program is called Yale something prison project. Yale undergraduate prison project.
Okay. Yale undergraduate prison project. Okay.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. So it's called Yep.
Yep.
Sound like some nigga shit, but
Ms. Mixler, I say most places get money for accepting felons, like job programs and stuff like that. Like if you hire a felon, you get a certain amount of tax breaks, I think.
yeah, but some of them, it depends on what they did, and
A felon is a felon.
not all.
Once they get out, like,
Not all.
that's
So
true.
like we accept felons, but it depends on what your felony was for.
What it was about.
Yeah, so we don't accept robberies and burglaries.
Okay. So yeah, I get what you're saying. Like it's a limit.
Yeah, you could kill somebody, but you can't rob somebody. Hey.
You said that a little different.
Yeah.
When you say it like that, it seems kind of crazy.
Yeah, so you could be you can have like trafficking charges, but as long as you ain't out here robbing and stealing. So, because I guess they looked at it as because we have property, product, and we shipping, they don't want you stealing the product. That's I guess that's how they looked at it.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I got to turn the fan. One of these fans off, man. It's blowing in the thing on. Sorry, I got to turn on these fans. It's blowing on the YouTube. It's loud.
It's loud.
Loud. Anyway, keep talking.
So yeah, so it depends on the type of felon you have, and then also I think it depends on how long. Like you can't still be on parole for us. You can't be on parole, and you can't have an active case. I know for us, for my company.
Okay, keep talking.
So I don't know about other companies. So each company has something different that they do, based on how they hire. I know who I used to work for. You had to be off of your charge. I think like at least 5 to 7 years.
Okay.
So it was a time frame for you, for them. But it had to be at least 5 to 7 years.
Okay. Ms. Mixler, I said thank you for holding it down for her, KeKe.
You're welcome.
She'll be back next week. You can see it on some of the stuff you can see. I don't know. Yeah, I know it's been loud, Slick. I just not heard it. So anyway, you should have said something early. But I just heard it when I went on YouTube to see how it sound. But hopefully that sound better. Anyway, but yeah, I know
that was the good air.
Huh?
That was the good air.
That was the good air. That fan always the good air. It's just so loud though. It's overpowering. Yeah, it sound better now.
It sound better.
Yeah.
Take the good air.
Took the good air. Took the good air. That's how it goes sometimes.
You took the good air.
Anyway.
Goddamn. Goddamn YouTube.
Right. Ms. Bixler, I say, yeah, I know a lot of companies won't accept pedophile crimes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, they's a mess. I'm surprised the people still out here they releasing them. They shouldn't be released.
I don't know, but I think that the Yale program should help them re-enter the workforce some kind of way.
Yeah.
I mean, getting a degree is great.
Cause shit, I'm in the damn workforce and with degrees and catch hell trying to get a job. So
Right. And ain't had no felony.
Right.
You're right. So you're right. So yeah, they should help them some kind of way. Maybe they will implement that. How long they have been doing this program?
Since 2009, 2008, 2009.
Oh shit.
But they haven't always did the degree part.
Okay.
They started with the GED and doing the community service, and then they worked their way up to the degree part.
Okay. Yes, we talked about the mayor of South Fulton, Ms. Mixler. We talked about that 2 minutes before you came in. She said he got arrested on first-degree burglary and trespassing. Yes, we talked about it.
You gotta go.
He was just over. We have determined. Me and KeKe have determined. He was just over some lady house, and she didn't want to let him in. He had a little something to drink, need a little hug,
and she didn't want to hug.
And she didn't want to hug him. She didn't want to wrestle. And he wanted to wrestle. And since he had been drinking, he figured he could wrestle. She had been wrestling all these other times.
And she didn't want to wrestle this time.
Right. So that's what we thought happened. Since you said what he got going on, we think that's what he had going on.
That's what I think.
Right. That's what KeKe came up with. She said that's what she thinks. So I'm gonna go with what she said. She know better than me. I'll go with what she say. Anyway. Okay. So what else we got going on?
And then so I was talking about Kevin Hart. So
okay.
Wait a minute. Before we do that, did you watch the 85 South special?
I tried. I didn't like it.
Okay, so I didn't like it either.
I didn't like it. It was all over the place, and I just couldn't get. I fell asleep on it.
I literally
fell asleep on it.
I didn't like it either. I was like, this was not their best work. I was like, and I was actually gonna go to that show because they did this to the Christmas show. I'm so glad I did not waste my damn money. So I was disappointed.
I think they tried to do it like their show, like their podcast, but you can't.
But their shows are actually good because I've watched.
Are they live?
Yeah, I've watched their live shows before.
Okay.
And I don't understand why this show was like this.
That show was terrible.
That show was terrible. So, and I've seen a lot of their tour live shows before. So, I don't know what was going on with this show. I don't know if somebody told them to tape it down because it was going to be on Netflix. I don't know.
That could be the case. When you know you're going to tape, they may say, hey, you can't do this, 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 and this. You can't talk about this, 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 and this.
Yeah, because you have to go back and watch some of their live shows that they have like on YouTube and shit like that. They shit is way more funnier than that. And
it was not funny at all to me.
I was like,
and I love comedy. We watch comedy. It was not
like,
funny.
What is this? I was like,
it seemed like it was just a bunch of shows and sold together. It just wasn't a cohesive show.
And it wasn't funny. So their live tour is like that. So they have a couch and they don't like really write jokes and stuff like that. They have some jokes, but it does be like that. So that's how their live tour is. But it normally is funny. That shit was not funny. And I was so disappointed. But for the ones that may not follow them,
I don't follow them.
It probably could have been funny for them and they may have, gave them some spite. But I was like, this shit ain't them.
No, I don't follow them. I've never watched one of their shows, and I didn't think it was funny at all.
Okay.
I went right on to sleep.
DC what?
DC carried the little shit that was funny. So DC did what the funniest parts.
Oh.
I didn't think none of the shows. I didn't think he was funny either.
I didn't think he was funny either. None of it.
But I've never
funny.
seen him do. I've never seen him do comedy. You get what I'm saying? I've never seen a comedy show. I've seen him. Only thing I've seen him on is Wild 'N Out, and I've only watched 2 or 3 of those shows. And he was funny on that, but other than that, I haven't seen him just doing comedy stand-up nowhere.
Okay.
So
you have to go back and watch some of their stuff,
right?
And then you will be able to see the difference in this show. So like me and my kids, we've been following them since they became 85 South.
Okay.
So me and my daughter was like very disappointed. She came in my room. She said, "Ma," I said, "What's up?" She said, "You watched the Netflix special?" I said, "Who Netflix special?" She talking about 85s. I said, "Yeah." She said, "Oh, I get that, yeah." She said, "You ain't like it." I said, "Nah." I said, "Did you like it?" She said, "No." She said, "That wasn't." She said, "Was that even them, or was that some people perpetrating them?" I was like,
It was them.
I said, "It was them." I was like, "But that show was horrible." So, but they got paid for it.
That's all that matters, I guess.
Yeah, they all 3 got some nice checks for it. So
it still was crap. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
There ain't no allegedly to it. I thought the show was crap. I didn't like it. I fell asleep on it. But anyway, so
the music part.
The music part was not good.
What was the music part? I didn't even stay for that.
I fell asleep, so I don't know. Sneak watched most of it, but I guess they had musical acts.
Oh, yeah, they did. They had bad musical acts, too.
That's what she said. It was terrible.
And I forgot who it was, but it was, oh, yeah. The whole show was shit. But, hey, they got paid for it. I ain't mad at them. Get y'all changed. This way y'all know how, but.
I didn't like it at all. Period.
Point blank.
So, moving forward. So, you were saying that Kevin Hart going.
So, Kevin Hart's birthday, he turned 44 this week. So, he went to Vegas. And he was
he wasn't twerking on Usher now.
I don't think so. Nah, he wasn't twerking on Usher. But he made a deal with BET to revive Comic View. So I was like, okay, some Comic View coming back. No, that's not what's happening. So what he did was it's like it's gonna be a Comic View special. Mm-hmm. Because they taping this week while he was there for his birthday.
Okay.
And then it's gonna air on BET.
Okay.
And so he had like some different acts, and this goddamn T.I. is gonna be one of them. Mm-hmm. I just think he need to go sit down somewhere.
They say he's pretty funny as comedy. We didn't ask the comedians that's been here that actually been with him and say that he's pretty funny, that he really takes up the comedy seriously.
I know he don't start, getting into the craft, and like when he first started, he was shit too. Mm-hmm. And sometimes just stay where you are, act and do music. This comedy thing, like, I don't know.
Well, some people want to live their dreams. He got enough money now, he could just live his dream. He probably always wanted to be a comedian, just didn't see the road to that, so he trying to fill his bucket list.
That's what I feel like this is, a bucket list. Yeah. And you taking away from other comics, I feel like, that have always wanted to be a comic.
But this entertainment business now, I didn't mean to cut you off, I'm sorry. This entertainment business now is basically based off how many people you can bring to the venue, or how many people you can bring to the show, how many people you can bring get viewers to look at. It's not really based off talent nowadays. Even rappers and stuff like that now, if they got enough followers on Instagram and all that stuff and get one good little song, they can get a record deal now because record companies think that they already have a built-in audience. So same thing goes for anything else in entertainment. Just think about all these social media influencers who you see on all these shows now all of a sudden, because they think they have a built-in audience that's going to watch the show. So T.I. got a built-in audience. Got to be a comedian. Gets people to sell some tickets.
No.
Yeah. It's always about the bottom line. Miss Mix, I say, what's in that cup that you drinking?
Some juice. Some juice. I just think I don't know, I just feel like sometimes people are switching lanes and they're taking away from, and like you're saying, because he has the following or whatever. Some people are following him for the things, some people are not, that follow him for the music. And I just feel like that was a spot somebody else could have had.
Okay, I agree with you. Somebody who maybe really, really been doing comedy a long time.
Yeah.
Been in for a while.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. But it's all about who you can bring to the venue now. It's all about how many tickets you can sell. Leave out the I. She said Jews.
So that's just how I feel about it. But I thought he was actually gonna bring the whole Comic View thing back.
I thought so too. That when I saw the headline.
Yeah.
But why do people think just because Tyler Perry owns BET that he got to bring back all the old stuff, like?
Cause you know how y'all black people are.
106 Park. They got to bring back all the old stuff. No, he owns BET, so now he has a place to show all his Tyler Perry shows.
Right. Because what happened at them BET Awards?
Right.
That was not a good look. You got folks throwing phones at people's heads. And
where was that at?
At the BET Awards. JT threw the phone at what's the dude she date?
Lil Uzi.
I don't think she date Lil Uzi. Is it Lil Uzi Vert?
I think so.
She got mad at him because they were sitting in the audience and he turned and was talking and flirting with somebody else, and she literally picked up the phone and threw it in his.
I think that would happen regardless.
I'm just saying, but sometimes people do a lot more when they know they're around black people.
No.
Yeah.
They just do a period when they got money.
Yeah.
Little change make you act strange.
It was really ghetto. Yeah, she did it.
I don't think it was that ghetto.
What?
I'm just being what?
She stood up. They was arguing. They were fighting in the middle.
But you didn't see that on the camera. You didn't see that while they was performing. We not there to see what the audience doing. We there to see the performances. And I thought the performances was okay.
Slick said BET was trash.
I thought the performance was okay. Now, they could have had a better DJ for the 50 years of hip-hop. I don't really care for Kid Capri that much because I don't really think he studies DJing as much as...
But that's why they had him for the 50 years.
Yeah, but they could have had Jazzy Jeff. He's a much better DJ.
Oh, yeah.
Much like Kid Capri down here, Jazzy Jeff way up here.
Yeah, you're right. They could have. They could have had Spinderella.
They could have had... I mean, you know, when you think of 50 years of hip-hop, I don't think of Kid Capri.
Yeah.
I think of Grandmaster Flash.
Is he alive?
Yes, he lives in Atlanta.
Oh, shit.
I just seen him at the Walmart.
Oh, damn.
In Douglasville.
I thought the man was dead.
No. Damn, that's wrong. You're wrong for that. You is wrong for that. But when I think of 50 years of hip-hop, I don't think of Kid Capri. I think of Jazzy Jeff, Grandmaster Flash, all them other DJs. I don't think of Kid Capri at all, period.
Yeah, you're right. When you say that, you're right. I don't think of him. He wasn't my first choice either.
Right.
But maybe he was the only one that was available.
That could have been the case. Slick said the audio was trash. It made me feel proud of our little live show. My audio go out a little bit.
The audio on BET is always trash. Like, watch the TV shows on BET. The audio is trash.
It kept clipping in and out, clipping because they had the wireless mics, so it was clipping in and out, and they were live. So I was like, shoot, this is a $1 billion organization. They can't get their audio right on the live feed. I know I'm doing something.
Their audio is always trash, though.
True. Not on the recorded shows, though.
On all their live award shows?
Live, yeah.
Yeah, on all their live award shows, their audio is always trash.
Well, it was trash this time. It was really trash.
And so Tyler Perry didn't have Tyler Perry wouldn't did nothing no better because his audio on his TV shows be trash. So he would have just gave them a fake
allegedly.
Wig. Oh, allegedly. And he would have just gave them some fake wigs and some bad makeup.
Allegedly. But we haven't given him time to really get in there.
Because he had just got there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just got there right before the award. So that was already in the making.
That was already in the making before he got there.
there.
So I'm just saying we haven't given him a chance to put his feet in the water and see how cold it is yet before he dived in.
I don't know what they want him to do, really. What can he do? Besides put all his shows on there, which they was already...
He can do some reprogramming and stuff like that of that nature, but...
And do what? Most of his shows come on BET Plus that's making folks go buy more stuff.
I get it, but he could do more. He could do more on BET. He could do a lot more on BET.
Like
if
what?
He really put his mind and
like
heart into it, huh?
Like what? Give me one.
He can have He can have news segments. Like he can have news segments that pertain to us.
Oh, bring the news back.
Yeah, bring the news back. Fox. White folks got Fox. Why we can't have BET news?
Whatever happened to our news?
I don't know. I'm just saying more stuff like that. We can have. He can have shows where showing, building the community up. Things he can have a lot more positive shows for us than, everyone else does. He can show us in positive lights if that's what he chooses to do.
Right.
But he owns the network, so he chooses to do whatever he wants. But he can have more positive light.
Okay.
I think he should have teamed up with. What's his name? Who owned all them other channels? The black guy. I can't think of his name right now. Saved my life. Because they were going to team up together, but I think he just ended up buying it himself. But and we didn't know. When you think of this guy, you don't think he has money like that. And he has all these TV stations.
What are you talking about?
I'm finna tell you. So yeah, I think he could do stuff like that for BET.
Oh,
Will he do it or not? Byron Allen.
Is he the one that did Blackish?
I don't know. No, I don't know. He owns like the Weather Channel and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Like he owns several.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know why I thought he
used
did.
to be a comedian, you know.
I don't know why I think I know who you're talking about.
Him and Tyler Perry were gonna buy BET together. I think Tyler Perry just decided to buy it on his own.
It may have been because Byron Allen may have owned already too many TV shows. You know, sometimes they'll put the FCC? Mm-hmm. They'll put a block on you because they feel like you own too much. You own a monopoly, and so they'll block you. So they could have blocked him if he already owns so many networks as it is. Because Tyler Perry didn't buy BET. He bought Viacom. That's what people got to get it correct.
Right.
They think he just bought BET.
And Viacom is a movie. They make movies too.
Yeah, so he actually bought Viacom, which owns BET, VH1, and TV One. Mm-hmm. So he bought Viacom. He didn't buy just BET.
Yeah, see, Byron Allen owns 36 ABCs, NBCs, CBS, Fox networks.
Oh, hell yeah.
21 U.S. markets, 12 24-hour HD television stations.
Oh, FCC wasn't going for that shit.
Nearly 222 million subscribers on the Weather Channel, Pet TV, Comedy TV, Recipe TV, Cars TV, ESTV, My Destination TV, Justice Central TV.
He owned them right out.
He owns them. On his company owns them.
Oh yeah, FCC blocked that shit. I can tell you now. Working with me when I was working at Xfinity, I learned a lot about the FCC and how they do. Mm-hmm. So FCC blocked that.
Yeah, he owned too much.
He owned too much. So Tyler Perry had to come back and come to the table by himself.
Oh, okay. Well, that's who he was going to do it with. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know what like you said, I don't know what we expect Tyler Perry to do with BET, but I hope that he does things which portrays us in positive lights. Let's just say that. I know he has to make money, and I know positive lights don't necessarily make money, but hopefully he does some things.
We don't even want to see us in a positive light. So
how you figure?
Look at all the ratchet ass reality TV we watch.
I don't watch reality TV.
Okay, you don't, but we don't have Atlanta Housewives running for this many years in a row because somebody watching them.
But there's also California Housewives, New York Housewives. It's a franchise.
But Atlanta Housewives is the longest running and the highest paid.
Because they just do so well.
And the other ones are breaks off of Atlanta Housewives.
I think it's because they give such a great show.
Yeah, they do.
Reality TV is not reality.
But I know that.
It's scripted.
But do you realize how many people really think that shit is real?
Yeah. I just hope we can do better. I don't know about how many people don't want to see us in positive. I would hope all of us wants to see us in positive lights. But you're right. The numbers don't lie, right?
The numbers don't lie. You?
Love and Hip Hop.
What is it? Black Ink.
Black Ink. But they canceled that. But yeah.
All of them?
I think New York's coming back with different casts. Chicago is gone.
Cause he got locked up or something. Didn't? Which one of the ones that got locked up?
I don't remember.
One of the head people kept getting locked up.
I don't remember. I think the one in Chicago, I think the one, he got a big head. Cause he was already a pretty boy. Then he owned a barbershop. You know what I'm saying? So. Yes.
And then the one that was here, it was in the middle of a neighborhood. I don't know how they thought that was going to happen.
That Black Ink, though?
Yeah, it was a Black Ink, but I'm saying the one that, the tattoo.
Atlanta.
Yeah, the one that was here, it was in the middle of a neighborhood. I don't know how they thought that one was going to last.
But that Black Ink that was here was actually the one from New York. They just moved here.
Oh, but they had it in the middle of a neighborhood, in a white neighborhood.
How that was going to work out?
Right. That shit wasn't going to last long.
So they closed, right?
I don't think the tattoo shop is closed. I just don't think they're running Black Ink out of it no more.
Oh, okay.
Because it was actually a tattoo shop prior. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how the hell Black Ink got up in there. But Yeah.
Slick say, I don't watch none of that shit. It's fake as fuck.
But you can't tell people.
You can't tell people that.
You can't tell
And
people.
plus, it's tiring. They arguing about nothing. Having fights about nothing.
I just be wanting to see why people got divorced.
About nothing. About nothing.
Like Drew Sidor. I want to know why she finally getting a divorce. Like your husband been cheating, so why now you just getting divorced?
Because it's because of season 2. Or whatever season it is, they need to have that for the next season.
Right, but she coming back. She wasn't on there. She came and she left, and now she coming back.
And Slick say them bitches ain't even married, so why they call them housewives?
Right.
They not married.
At some point, I think, because the only one that's married on Atlanta is Candy.
Yeah,
And Drew,
what's the name thing?
Candy was married.
Yeah, Candy got married. He got lucky on that one, boy. That cameraman came up when he married Candy.
He had his own little money, though.
No, he did. No, he did. I'm with Slick on this. Slick say all the time. He was a cameraman on the show.
But Candy didn't get. Candy had some money from Escape, but Candy banked out when she got on Atlanta Housewives. Yeah, she had some royalties coming in.
Candy was already $50 million in when she was on Housewives.
No, Candy got that $50 million when she hit
It does
Atlanta
not matter.
Housewives.
The cameraman didn't have $50 million.
He may have about 10.
What was his name? What's his name? Todd.
Todd.
Todd didn't have $50 million. He didn't have no 10, or else he wouldn't have been a cameraman on Real Housewives. I'm sorry. This is just facts.
But he did other shows too.
But he didn't have $10 million. I don't care how many other shows he did.
Okay, maybe
he
5.
knew he hit the jackpot when he tapped that ass on Candy, allegedly, and made things happen.
Maybe 5.
You are giving him more credit than he deserved. 500,000 maybe.
Hey.
Okay. Anyway,
So you don't believe people should date down?
I don't care what they do. I don't have a problem with that. No. Sometimes date down be the best thing going.
So you make it seem like he was wrong.
No, I'm clapping this. I'm giving him kudos because I would have did the same thing if I had the chance.
You silly.
You think I wouldn't?
Todd juicing the fuck out of Candy.
I would have made that thing happen.
And he got 2 kids in.
Let me clap for him. If women can do it, men can do it too. Two players. If I can get me one with a little money, it's gonna happen.
You think y'all don't think Todd like love Candy?
He probably loved her now. He probably loved her then, but it doesn't matter. He still came up.
Well, nah, Slick said he juicing her.
I mean, he might be still juicing her, but he juicing her right. She squared down all.
You stupid.
She squirting out all that juice. However he juicing her, he getting it. See,
We talked about that.
Miss Mixline says KeKe Palmer is why you don't date down.
I don't think she dating down.
I don't think she. Isn't he a model?
He a model.
He had his own money.
Yeah.
And I think we said earlier, if he would have been tuned in, Mix-a-Lot, we said that it was a promotion stunt for her new record called "If You Gone." What's it called?
If you ain't yeah. If something about
If you gonna act up,
yeah, they
I'ma
gonna
link up.
Yeah.
That's her new record. So we have put 2 and 2 together and
she
got 4.
And she had an event this
And
weekend.
she had an event this weekend. So they went on social media to get that event pumping, get that song at the top of the charts. We know how it works.
My name show speaks facts. What my name show say?
I'll speak. Let me see what he says. He said, "Go Todd, it's your birthday."
Oh.
Let me see. Slick says Candy got and Ben had money. Todd didn't have shit. He playing a long game. Todd smart. I be playing a long game on that ass too.
Candy didn't have as much money as she got now. Candy had royalties coming in.
But she still has some money. She had more than him.
Yeah, she had more than him, but she didn't have as much as she got. Most of Candy money has now come from the TV show, the
Not
reality.
just the TV show though. She got Bedroom Candy and she does.
Well, she
Chicago.
didn't get
She does, not Chicago. I'm sorry.
She had the boutique. But she didn't do the. She opened up the boutique after she did Atlanta Housewives. She didn't do Bedroom Candy until after she did Housewives. So all of this shit started after she got on Atlanta Housewives.
I think she had some money though.
I ain't saying she didn't, but a lot of her money came from royalty. So I'm not saying she was broke, but she damn sure wasn't in that house she in now.
Okay. Well, let's put it this way: it does not matter.
That's why she was going out the what's his name, Block. Because before she got on Atlanta Housewives, she was going after his ass for child support. After she got on the show, she stopped going after him for child support.
Well,
allegedly. I'm just saying what's in the law.
Allegedly, it doesn't matter. Ty came up either way you spin it. He done spent up.
Yeah.
Slick said Todd's money come from Candy, as it should.
Yeah.
If he land pipe,
I don't think
he
they
deserves.
I don't think they signed a prenup.
Nope.
Because I think her mother wanted them to, and she didn't.
I don't think she did.
Yeah. Yeah, I think her mother wanted them to, and she didn't.
Right. So no prenup. Get to spend all this money while we together.
And she don't respect Todd.
Yeah, her mom.
No.
Her mom.
Candy.
Candy don't respect Todd. You don't think so? She act like she's in total love with that man.
I ain't say she didn't love him, but she be doing a lot of shit that he don't. Like he's one of them people that be telling her, like, cause she be doing all this acting and stuff now, and he be asking her to stay at home, cause now you got 2 kids. So you got the money, stay at home some. You don't have to do all this traveling and working hard like you was before. So she got two old lady gang restaurants. And then she got that sorry ass restaurant on Cascade that they really need to close the fuck down. Blades. Terrible. They need to close. I'm surprised it's still open.
Terrible food or just terrible experience?
Terrible experience. And I've never been to Old Lady Gang.
They said it's terrible too.
I ain't never been. I have an issue with, so Blaze is not soul food restaurant. It's a regular restaurant. So that's why I went there. But the experience was horrible. But I'm not big into going out to eat soul food.
Right.
That just ain't. I can cook that shit at home. So.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go out and eat something different.
Right. So.
Slick said Barrel Candy got workers like Avon. Oh yeah, we did have one here as a guest.
Yeah.
Like, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They have Avon workers. So anyway, Todd came up. We agreed to that. Candy didn't have no money until after Housewives, and then Todd spending it. So we agreed to that. Allegedly. I gotta say that part. I don't want us to be sued. Anyway, so what's going on in your life? How's dating scene with K-Lady 17?
The Dating Chronicles.
Yeah, how's Dating Chronicles going?
So, it's interesting. So I met some people.
With S, peoples. Oh, shit. Okay.
I met some peoples, and I met them. So one guy we were supposed to meet, and we were supposed to like cook and stuff like that. I get there, he got a whole 10-year-old at the house. I'm like, where did the little boy come from? I thought we were going to the grocery store. I thought we were gonna have like a whole cooking thing. He was like, this is my godson. He said, I told you I take care of my godson. I said, you didn't say your godson live with you.
Right.
I said, I'm confused. I said, is he going to the store with us? He said, well, I'm not hungry. What? You ain't hungry?
The little godson say he not hungry?
No, the guy said he ain't hungry. What?
I thought y'all was supposed to be cooking though.
I thought yeah, you got the same sentiment I had.
I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together.
Right. I'm doing the same shit. I said, okay. I said, well, I'm hungry. He said, well, what you want to eat? I said, well, shit, at this point, I could just eat some wings. So I go get some wings. I order wings. He said on the phone the entire time while I ate the wings. I was like, oh, okay. This is interesting.
Maybe you're trying to see how you eat.
So
if people eat sloppily, like if the people eat sloppy, that's a turn off. Like, she just gonna let that ranch dressing drip down the side of her mouth like that. Ew. Like,
so
she
it was
gonna
a turn.
smack like that with her mouth open. She ain't gonna close her mouth when she chew.
It was a turn off that he was on the phone the entire time.
She gonna just lick her fingers. She gonna wipe that stuff off her fingers. You don't lick your fingers till y'all been around each other a little longer.
I tried to do everything at that point that I could. Because you on the phone at this time. So I was like, this is interesting. So I was like, nah, this a done deal. Mm-hmm. And he was like, he had custody of the godson. I said, that's cool, but why you didn't say nothing that you had custody of this godson?
Of this godson.
Because he didn't have kids. So I'm trying to understand.
Right.
So we get back to his place. I'm watching TV. And I turn around and he naked.
Whoa. Whoa.
Sir.
The godson naked?
No. You stupid. I was like, what is happening? I saw, this is not that type of party, sir.
So he naked. Where was you at?
I was watching TV.
In his room?
Yeah.
Oh, mistake.
Yeah, I was watching TV.
Why didn't you watch TV in the living room?
That ain't where he took me. So I was like, this ain't that. So I was like, well, I'm finna get ready to go. Mm-hmm. He was like, for real? Yeah. Yeah, sir. Because apparently you thought cooking food and going to the grocery store was code for something else.
Fucking.
Apparently. I said, that was not code for nothing else. I said, because you clearly see I was hungry. I went and got something to eat. I said, so I don't know how you got confused. I said, so
you just turn around this man naked. Was he butt naked? Like, but you had on clothes. So what made him think that? I'm just trying to see.
I'm just trying to understand how 2 + 2 did not get there.
I try to make it seem.
I still had on my tennis shoes.
Like you got on. You smell like outside at this point because you got wings and everything. Like, at what point in the whole eating and watching TV did he say to himself? Did he say to himself, "Oh shit, it's about to go down"? Because to get butt ass naked, you gotta be thinking to yourself, "Oh, she finna get this thing up," and it's gotta be something that triggers you to say to yourself, "We about to get it. We about to fuck." It's got to be. It can't be just eating wings and coming back to the room watching TV and then you fully clothed like you.
I was fully clothed.
Like you literally got on.
He was like, "You still got on your shoes." I know.
Like really. Like generally you wait for the woman to give you a signal. Maybe you gave him a signal when you was eating the wings and you didn't know it. Cause you gotta watch for people fetishes. You know, they might licking the fingers might have been like, "Oh, she know I like my profile said I like when a woman lick their fingers, that get me going." So I mean, you were fully clothed though, like
I was fully clothed.
Then you turn around, this Wayne, he got his stinky balls out there and everything. He ain't go bother to wash up or nothing. He like, "Hey, I'll be back. I got a little bathroom real quick." Ms. Biglaw said, "Did he ever pay for the wings?"
Yeah.
Okay.
He paid for them.
Slick say his dick was out. What did y'all talk about? To make him think that he could just whip that thing on out like that.
I guess it was the way I was eating them chicken wings.
You gotta listen to his phone calls. You gotta listen to that phone call. Maybe he was on the phone saying, "Yeah, once you get done eating the wing, it's about to go down." I don't know how he just feel like he could just take the whole thing out, just turn around, just.
Maybe that's what he's done before. I don't know. I didn't understand.
I don't understand either.
So another guy I was talking to, he had a fetish with. He called it coupling, cuckling. He was a cuckler.
So he want. Oh,
yeah.
That involves you. And someone else.
Yeah.
Having sex with you while he watches.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I said, how did we get? I said, we don't even. What?
How long we been dating? 2 seconds.
I said, oh, this.
And we ain't even dating. How long we done known each other?
Yeah.
3 seconds.
He had a thing just for me to tell him about the people I dated. Like when I went out, he wanted me to send. He was like, send me pictures of the guys you've been with. I said,
he gay.
I said, I don't even take pictures of other people I
But
be
why
with.
would he want a picture of the guys?
No, like me and the guy. I said, I don't take pictures of me and my guys.
He gay.
So he said, I said, this is what you do?
Allegedly.
The last girlfriend he was with, him, and her ex-husband all had a threesome. I said, wait a minute. I said, you and the husband? I said, you participated or you watched? He said, I watched and participated. I said, oh shit. I said, that's interesting. So, okay. I said, this is...
If I'm having a threesome, I generally don't want other cock in the room. I'm just being honest. I just don't want any other dick
So
around.
that's why I was trying not...
I'm a selfish threesome person.
I was trying not to judge him, but that's what my mind went. I was like, that's a little bit on the letter side.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. But I didn't know what a cockler. Oh. I didn't know what the fuck that
This
was.
is like I say, get off these fucking sites. But you know what I'm saying, like when you, cause I'm so selfish, I guess. I don't want no other cock in the room. I don't want that. I just want 2 cookies and 1 straw.
I don't want nobody else. Just me.
If I'm having a threesome, I want 2 cookies and 1 straw.
I don't want no threesome. I just want my cookie and the straw. That's it.
Did he want to eat? Ooh, did he want to eat your cookie while your boyfriend pounded your cookie? We're trying to make it clear.
I don't know what he wanted. He wanted a lot.
Yeah, see that gets in that bad area because if you having sex with your boyfriend and then another man wants to come eat your coochie while your boyfriend having sex with you, technically your boyfriend's thing is in his mouth. So
yeah, I don't
bisexual.
know. I don't know what was happening. I just know
It was time to go.
It was a lot. It was a lot going on.
Jesus Christ.
It was a lot.
There's some weirdos on these sites.
It is. It was a lot.
And you
then,
continue to talk to him about it? How long you talked to him?
I talked to him. I was interested to find him because I never knew nobody that was into this. So I was trying to figure out, like, what is it that you get out of this? Like, I only seen this shit like in the movies. So I never met nobody.
But you never knew what it was.
Yeah. So
Was it the black guy?
Yeah.
And the black guy he was into cockling.
He was into all the shits.
So you just got so interested, you didn't know what was going on.
I didn't. I was like, oh, this is how that works. I was like, okay. I said, so what happens next?
That's when you wrong, because he thinking that you interested because you going to do it.
Oh.
And when you start asking questions as to what happens next and who does this and when that happened, that seemed like, oh, she might be into this. Let me take this further.
Oh. That's why he never called back.
You can't show interest.
Oh, that's why he never called back.
Right.
Because I told him. He said, so you down? No.
Because you asked all the questions, he thought you was down.
Oh.
You just tried to make sure y'all was on the same page.
Yeah, I just wanted to be educated.
Why? You're not going to do it?
Because I only seen this shit in the movies with white people. I never seen a person of color that was into this shit.
You'd be surprised.
So I wanted to know. I wanted to be educated and learn some shit.
Yeah, but that interest showing.
So now I was like, I don't get down like that.
That's what happened with the guy with the wings. He showed some kind of interest in what he was talking about. And then he was like, ha ha.
Nuh-uh.
Straw, where your cookie at?
So I got up and left.
So you said people. So what's the other one?
So the other one is me and him. We went out on several dates. So me and him been kicking it for a minute, and so we went out on a date, and then we met up, and then we went out on a date for 4th of July. We had a whole little picnic and everything on the 4th of July. So everything was going good. So I did the Young Miami on him. I was just playing, but
What's the Young Miami?
oh, like when she told Diddy we go together real bad. So that's what I did, but I was playing.
See, that's your problem. You leading these men on. That's your issue right there. I see what's going on now. You're showing interest in the conqueror. And then you telling this man, y'all go together real bad.
But I thought everybody knew what that was.
No, I don't even know what it is.
So he said, so the next day, he's like, I deleted all my apps. I said, oh, shit.
Slick say, how freaky is the pre-combo?
Well, with the conqueror, that was real freaky. Because I didn't know what a conqueror was.
That's your, see what I'm saying? You
But
gotta read that profile. Don't he have that in his profile?
He just said he was freaky, but shit, most people are freaky, but everybody ain't going to be a conqueror.
Everybody's not freaky.
Right. So, like, I knew this motherfucker was hanging from the ceilings for real.
That's when you gotta ask.
I did.
Before you meet.
That's what I did.
Before you meet.
I didn't meet him.
The conqueror. Oh, that's what this was a conversation on the site.
Yeah, we was just talking on the phone.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
okay,
we
cool.
never met.
So he when they came out his room like,
Yeah.
time to conquer. I got my friend John here. And you were like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, no. We never met. Yeah, so we never met. But
Miss Bixlaw said there's a lot of black folks into it.
I'm learning.
Mm.
I am on the I don't want to say it's a sex website, but it kind of is. Where they do like sex art shows and shit.
Uh-huh.
So I'm learning a little bit more from that too. I didn't know these people go to these sex art shows. There's gonna be one down there somewhere over there by your house, Mix-a-Lot. A whole sex art show over there by her house.
A whole sex art show. What they just naked and having sex and doing art.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where the art come in at?
Them. Standing there.
They the art.
She said lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Yeah. There's gonna be one over there by her house.
You think about joining?
Not joining, but I said I might go.
If you go, you might have to be a part of the show.
Oh, I may not go.
They don't just let anybody in there just to walk around like spectators.
I can because I'm a part of the group, so I can just buy my ticket and go.
Well, let me know how that go. That'd be
You can go with me.
No. If I'm around naked pussy, I want to fuck it. I just be
No, that's the art part of it.
No, it's not.
Oh, you gotta do better.
I'm sorry.
You gotta do better,
I'm
lad.
sorry. That's why I don't go to strip clubs.
You definitely got
If I got somebody naked twerking on me and I'm giving them money, I might have to go to the champagne room.
Let's go. I can't see all of the color.
Ms. Bixlaw said, let's go, KeKe, so we can see how these folks get down. She want to go with you. Ms. Bixlaw said, go with you. Take Slick with y'all.
I'm thinking about going.
Let Slick go with you.
So I'm waiting for her to post and see how much the tickets are. Now, I gotta see how much the tickets are. But she does it for a whole weekend. This is her second time having it
They say
here.
she'll go to have your back.
Yeah, this is her second time having it here. And it's like a whole weekend. She had like music, food, all kind of shit.
I think you should go. Let me know how much tickets is. Now, this is going to be on the day that we at the cruise. That's what's going to happen. Watch what happens.
No, it's not till September, October, somewhere.
Okay, well, let us know. Let me know when it is. I'm going to buy a ticket for Slick so she can go. Slick going with y'all. If I buy a ticket, she go goddamn go. Let me know. Don't let her know. I'm buying the damn ticket.
So, yeah. So
Ain't waste my damn money.
So she do it like, she do it for like the weekend.
Okay. The whole weekend. Y'all can buy a ticket for the whole weekend.
Nah, I'm doing one day.
Oh, shit. See that? You weekly.
Yeah, I'm doing one day.
The best day. What day is the best day?
Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, she got people flying in because it was like people asking where should they like get a hotel. Because she was telling them to go get the hotel somewhere in the Cascade area. I was like, first of all, ain't no hotels
in
over
the Cascade area.
Damn.
Right.
I told them, she was like, I just work here, I don't live here. I was like, look, y'all need to go get a hotel over there in the airport area or somewhere downtown area. Right. I said, it's going to take y'all 20 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on the traffic. So I'm letting y'all know that now. So don't be fussing about the traffic before y'all get here. Because I'm telling y'all, the traffic is ridiculous.
Well, maybe not at the time that they're going to have the show, though.
Look, you need to let these people know. Because you never know what the hell's going to happen on 285.
Right.
So, okay. I put that disclaimer out because it's on the house or somewhere on Cascade where she doing it at.
They still have. Last time I was on internet like that, just on the internet like that, looking at sites like that, it's like Black Planet.
No, this is the girl. This is her thing, and she does it like she goes to different cities and do it, and she brings in different people, and sometimes they be having sex on it, cause she'll record it and then she'll let us see it. But I never. When I tried to go back, I was like, I don't think I'm ready, so I never even went back.
Well, you ready now? You cockling? I mean,
cockle check.
You pretty ready? Do you ask me?
I gotta make sure y'all safe. So yeah, so sometimes they be having sex, sometimes they just be naked, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
But so the last guy, he was like he deleted the apps. I was like, oh shit.
Once you told him y'all go together real hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's like he deleted the apps. I was like, okay, cool. You know what? Let me just focus on one person. I'm like, that's fine. We were doing good, and he had a death in the family. So now he in this grieving state.
Okay.
And that's where we are right now. That he like in this grieving phase.
Oh, who passed? His dad or somebody? Wow.
His grandfather.
Okay, so he allowed to be in the grieving state.
Yeah.
You don't like that?
I'm trying to work through it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God, you are rough. You are hard on it. So you know you can't deal with the grieving state.
I can. You know, I'm learning about him. It's like he's going into a depression though.
But that might have been somebody that was real close to him.
It was.
That might have been somebody who raised, like when my grandmother died, to be honest with you, I was in depression for a long time. I already dealt with depression. But when my grandmother died, the one who raised me, it was hard. It took me almost a year and a half to come out of it. Almost 2 years to come out of it because I was missing her. You really miss her like you.
So his grandmother just passed last year. She was who raised him. And then his grandfather is who also helped take care of him. And so that's where I'm at, because I'm like, I don't know, like I don't want to turn my back on him, but I don't know if how I should continue to move with this, because that's what I don't know if he's gonna be in this depressed state for a while. And if you are, that means you ain't ready to come back into this dating thing.
I mean, he got it. How long are you gonna give him?
I don't know.
Royalty Beautifully event say, but you always want to date a dude in all different stages so you can see how they act for everything.
Yeah, and that's what I'm learning. So that's what I'm learning right now. That he doesn't take things well. And
he doesn't take greeting well, or he doesn't take anything well.
I don't know if this is anything, but he's not taking this well.
I guess you got to ask him, was it somebody that raised him? Like, you know, that
he said he taught him a lot. He was in his life a lot. He spent a lot of time with him and things like that. So
it might be just that.
So I'm trying to.
And how long ago was this that this happened?
Thursday.
Oh.
But
it's
again,
Sunday, like.
But again. So again,
it's Sunday. Like,
no, so what I'm saying is this is a new situation, a new relationship. So I'm trying to figure out, like, should I continue to move through?
Yes, you want to see what happens. You want to see until he does something to you where you just like, no, I ain't gonna do that shit. Then yeah, but if he's grieving, he's grieving. He's grieving.
Right.
And it's only been 4 days, so you gotta give him time to grieve. You next Thursday he may be like, I'm good. What's up? Where we going? You don't know that, but everybody grieves in their own different way.
And that's why I do know that. And like you said, some people may grieve a year. Some people may grieve 6 months. Some people may grieve a month. But this is also a new relationship at this time too. So it's like 2 new things that's happening at the same time.
Okay, but the death part is not something that's happening to you. It's happening to somebody you know.
Right. It's not happening to me, but how I don't know. You know, I want to be there for somebody because the shit was on me. I want somebody to be there for me.
Right.
But You know, y'all are extra sensitive.
What?
Yes. Grab them pearls. Yes, clutch them pearls.
What are you talking about?
Please clutch them pearls. You know, y'all men are extra sensitive. And
no.
Yes. I wish I had some backup on this couch.
You got backup right here on this Instagram. And I'm still gonna say no.
Y'all are extra sensitive.
To when people die that we love.
No,
yes.
Just in general.
No, when people die we love, we are sensitive. We are very
No,
correct.
y'all sensitive, period.
Okay.
So outside of that, trying to give him his space. I've been giving him his space and trying to be there at the same time.
Royalty Beautifully event says to suggest therapy to him and just be a listening ear for him.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
So when you try to be there for him, that he try to push you away or something, what is giving you sensitivity? What is giving you that?
Yeah, men are just sensitive.
I know, but I'm just saying, but you can't judge all by one. So is he giving you something to be like, well, let me hold on. Like if you try to push on him.
I don't push. I don't.
Like not push, but try to support him or be there for him. Because he said, man, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does he give you? Make you think that he's sensitive? What I'm trying to say.
When I say sensitive, you know, it's like that fine line with I'm gonna say with people and men in general. It's like you have to show up, but not show up too much. Mm-hmm. It's like you have to be there, but not be there too much. You gotta get them their space, but be there for them and be a listening ear. But whenever they want you to be there, you gotta be there, but not be there when they ask you to be there. It's
what
like
in the hell are you talking about? You confused the hell out of me. Be there when they don't want you to be there, but be there. Then don't be there when they don't want you to be there, but be there on the same time as they don't want you to be there, but be there.
Yeah.
Bullshit. You confusing yourself. You thinking too hard.
No, it's like, not with just him, but in people in general. When shit happens, people will be like, you know, you wasn't there for me, but you was there, but you gave people their space or whatever. You know, you never know. And so since this
maybe you got to adjust the space.
So this is so.
Maybe call it once every month to see how they doing. Probably too much space.
There you go. Your sensitive ass.
Maybe you gotta call maybe once a week to see how they doing. See if they need anything. Then that might be enough space. Like, or you can't just say, "Oh, his grandmama died. I'm gonna wait for him to call me." Then it'd be 3 months and then nothing. And you like, well, I was just giving you your space. I'm just trying to throw out little nuggets, see if you, little pitches, see if you catch them. Maybe just gotta give him a little bit, like give him a little rope. Then if he start hanging himself, then pull it back. Like call him tomorrow. Be like, you okay? I just called, check to see was you okay, and he'd be like, yeah. And then call him on Tuesday. Call him the next day and see, and he might be like, yeah. Then you call him on Wednesday, like, man, why you keep calling something? Then you know that's too much. You gotta stick your feet in the water and see when it get too hot. I'm just saying, you can't just assume that I'm gonna give him his space. I'm gonna wait for that motherfucker to call me.
Yeah, that's basically what I do.
I know it is what you do. That's why I'm telling you.
Well, I called him this morning. I did call him this morning.
Okay, so you doing right. So then you wait till later on the night.
Now I ain't calling him. No, I probably won't.
You gotta call him tonight and be like, I'm finna go to bed. I just want to make sure you good.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, guys. You'll get the hint if he don't want you called. He might.
I got the hint when you don't call or you don't text.
Well, he grieving.
I know, so I'm gonna let you have your space.
Oh my God, you are too difficult a person.
If I'm grieving and if I don't want to talk to nobody, I'm not finna call you. That means I don't want to be bothered.
That
and
might not be necessarily the case. He might be busy trying to plan. He might be busy trying to console other people in his family. You don't know what's going on.
So that means he ain't got time. You don't want to be bothered.
But you haven't given him the chance to say that. You just assuming.
Oh, if you tell me you don't want to be bothered, your ass is getting blocked.
Well, then you'll know.
Well, yeah.
You won't have to guess.
Oh, okay.
If motherfuckers say, hey, man, I don't want to be bothered with your ass, you know, right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What's the difference?
Okay.
I'm just asking you, what's the difference?
Ain't none.
Okay, so you
Another
can't just assume
dust.
that he wanted space. You gotta test it.
Another one bites the dust.
God damn. Well, you might need to go back to Cockholling Guy and see what you can get up with him, because you seem to be very interested in what he talking
I was
about.
just interested. I've never met a real live person.
Hey, Bella Flame, how you doing? We miss you. Hope you're doing well. Ain't seen you in a while. Ain't talked to you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Anyway,
That was just interesting. I had never met a real live person.
you have never really met a real live Cockholling.
No, that was a real live person.
You like kid in the candy store, like you was asking too many questions. That's what took you down. I'm sorry. So that was 4 people. That was it. What about the last guy you talked about that y'all were going out and everything y'all had made up, broke up, made back up again?
He depressed.
Oh my God. You depressed him?
He depressed himself.
You been making niggas sad and depressed. It might be you. It might be you. You need to you need to look in the mirror and say, what am I doing to depress these men that I'm trying to date? What am I doing to make a man come in his room butt naked and think it's finna go down and I got on all my clothes? What am I doing to make a man think I want to cockhold with him?
It's this feminine energy.
I guess. I guess. Cause if you doing it like that, you doing it wrong. You doing it wrong, pumpkin. You need to get it right.
Hey, all I do is be me.
Okay, well you sending out wrong energy.
It's this feminine aura. It's my sexual energy, I guess.
Okay.
But nah, he depressed and he got some personal shit going on, so.
Okay, well.
I ain't asked him about it and he don't want to talk about it, so.
He might want you to ask him. He might want you to say, and you ain't asking, and he not telling because he probably saying to himself, like you just said, I ain't asking about it, and he ain't telling about it, I ain't asking about it. He might be saying, I ain't gonna tell her about it, because she ain't asked me about it. You see how that sound? Silly, don't it? You should be as his woman or his potential woman. You should be like, you see a little pressure, all right? And if he say, I'm good, leave it alone. That's it. Leave it alone.
Whenever I ask him, I say, how you doing today? He said, I'm good, so fuck it.
Oh my God. But how do you know he depressed then?
Oh, because he's not going out. He's staying at home. He said whenever he's like that, that means he's depressed. Them his words.
He told you that.
Yeah.
That's for you to respond.
Oh. But I say, how you doing? He said he good. So what the fuck you want me to do?
Duper. Now if he would have said, I'm good, I've been thinking about this cockholling thing, you probably would have delved deeper into it. You got to delve deeper into what he's saying. God, I hate you so much.
What Bella Flame say? Oh.
I miss y'all. I'm great. Just took a break. That's all I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it at that because nobody else needs to know all that other stuff. A lot go on, but I'm wonderful. Hope everybody's good. We're great. We're great to see you back. We hope you are wonderful. Everything is good. You know, people always say that if you need anything, let us know. But we really mean it. If you need anything, let us know. We'll do the best we can to help you out. Whatever. It's all good. Right now, we're talking to a crazy person who's in the dating field who seems to be breaking men down as she goes through them because they always seem to be depressed after they date her. So we try to figure out what's the A's, B's, and C's of this whole program.
I don't know. That's it. So I'm trying to just maneuver this new situation and, just learn him and understand him and go through this grieving journey as much as I can.
Give him a little break. Give him a little, let a little of the rope around his neck go. And let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I know I be silly a lot, but I'm being 100% honest. Just give him a chance because he is depressed and his grandmama just passed. His grandfather just passed, and it may be a case of where he doesn't know what to do next. A lot of times you be when I lost my grandma, I was lost. Like I was confused. Even though I was grown, I felt like everything I had is gone. Like the only person who understood me, the only person who I could talk to who got me is now gone. You get what I'm saying? So that may be the case. Now even though I was married, I still didn't feel like she knew me like my grandmama did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I know that's why I'm trying to, learn the process. And I really am trying to work through this grieving process, even though this is different for me, trying to be in a new situation and doing this at the same time. It is different. Because typically you would be with somebody a little bit before you have to deal with this. But doing this and doing this at the same time. So, you know, I'm learning him. And, like, this is a stage that, you know, typically you wouldn't learn somebody in the beginning. But I'm learning this at the beginning, like, okay, so I know the next time somebody passed that's real close to you, you gonna go down. So, if we make it, you know, that far. But I'm just learning and working through it. And I did go over there Friday night. I went to go see him Friday night. He said that he had just had to leave everybody. He didn't want to be bothered with everybody. So I told my mom I had a heat exhaustion, so I came home, checked on her, and I went over there, and, you know, I ain't say nothing. I just laid there and watched TV and just let him be. And then Saturday, we gave him a scripture to read. I'm spiritual, ain't a Bible thumper.
Right.
So I gave him a scripture to read and let him read, and told him to read that. And then we just went and had breakfast. And so he appreciated. So, you know, I know what I'm doing is I'm
Helping.
doing. Yes. But it's just the part of this is two things I'm having to do at the same time.
Yeah, well, just to concentrate on the one. The real Bella Flame says that, yeah, her guy just lost his son recently, and he said that he was good, but he really wasn't. I think men sometimes don't want to seem soft, which being vulnerable is okay. So I had to figure ways out to comfort him. Yeah, and she said, good job, girl. That's what he needs, just your company. See? Sometimes it don't be as difficult as you make it seem.
Yeah, but what it is for me is new, and I'm trying to be this. I'm trying to be me, and I'm trying to be what he needs at the same time.
See, that's it. Just be you. All he might just need is for you to be you.
You know he don't want me to be me.
No, not the mean, insensitive you, the caring, understanding you. Let's try that part of you.
I'm trying.
And then don't think about that it's new. Don't worry about that part. Just think about, this is somebody that I know that I'm trying to date and get to know, and he's hurt and grieving right now. What can I do to make him feel better? Or what can I do to comfort him? And sometimes just being around, talking shit, laughing makes people feel better. It don't have to be nothing spectacular. It could be just you in the room. You say he had to. This is a good clue for you. He said he couldn't be around everybody. He couldn't be around everybody, but he was around you.
Yeah. So okay. I went over there and we sat there. He was watching something on TV. I went to sleep, but I just laid there and went to sleep.
See what I'm saying though? He let you be his company. He didn't want to be around all the other folk, but he could deal with you. Okay, so you doing good. I'm gonna leave it at that. We gonna end the show on that note because I got another. It's because what?
Somebody else wrote something.
Bella Flame says, "Me too. I feel your shit is hard because you feel pushed away, but time and comfort is key." That's true. Time and comfort. You don't even have to say nothing. Just be there. Like, roll over and look at you. See you there laying on the bed. Put my hand on your booty. Stuff like that matters. It's not a whole bunch of shit that has to go on. No sex had to go on or nothing. Just you there and willing to be there with me while I'm going through this is a lot.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all tuning in. This has been another episode of Westside Misfits. Miss Mixla will be back next week. Let's pray hard that she comes back next week. So her and Kay can have a good conversation on this couch. We thank y'all for tuning in as always.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Appreciate you tuning in, Bella Flame, Rosie Beautiful Lee Events, my name's Show. All the people that really fuck with us, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all know who y'all are. Thank y'all so much. Until next time, same bad channel, same bad time. Peace out.
Sitting in my room, waiting for the afternoon so I can finally tune in with my friends. Talk about good times. music, laughs, and easy vibes. You can share whatever's on your mind. 'Cause we're just misfits, regardless of your distance. You can always find a place called home on Misfits Radio.